Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a good one for you today. XRP, is it back on the move? Could we be testing $1 again today? We are up over 1,000% from the lows of last March, according to Crypto Bull 2020. Let's just roll that beautiful intro and get into this. Here we go.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter, back up Bradley above, and everything that we're talking about here today. Cryptocurrency space has jumped up in money and total market value. Cryptocurrency space is now 1.937 trillion this morning. XRP pushing back to 96.05, and we are 70%, 70.74% on the 7-day, ladies and gentlemen. That is pretty damn good right there. 6% gains on the 24-hour, really in the last few minutes here. And we'll see if XRP is woke up and feels like pressing back over that dollar mark. Right now, ranging between 88 and 99 cents. We will keep an eye on it. Let's get to the news. We'll talk about some price calls before we get out of here. Right now, Binance CEO CZ says he's all in on tokens. He doesn't hold cash. He doesn't do physical cash. That right there is called putting your money where your mouth is. Thank you, CZ. And looking at this from Michael Val 5 links, Chinese island province Hainan, I think it is said to be piloting the digital yuan from April 12th to April 25th. Specifically, the tests will be conducted on Yongzheng Island and Sansha City to promote digital yuan usage. I tried to say that correctly. I hope I didn't screw it up. All I can say is that all respect, all the best. And look, here again, we see that China is not stopping. They are pursuing the digital yuan because they understand that we are in the fourth industrial revolution. And that is digital currency, blockchain, crypto, right? It's all about fintech and where we're going. Distributed ledger technology, it's all in it, and they are in it to win it. But the question is will we see something massive come from either the United States government or even the U.S. Treasury? And will we see a settlement in this case with the SEC to Ripple? And just very quickly about this before we move on, because I do want to highlight the fact that because the SEC granted the motion to compel and the court has granted the motion to compel for Ripple, that the SEC now needs to cough up the documents for Ethereum and BTC as it pertains to external and internal communication only. I think we all know well at hand that Ethereum is in fact an ICO. We're going to look at some direct evidence of that here in just a second. This here is showing to me that we may be closer to seeing a hashtag relist of XRP sooner than we think. Slightly more than 110 million XRP has been wired by Ripple and several crypto exchanges, including Binance and Bitso, which received lumps of XRP from the fintech giant. This, it smells like, hey, we may be going there. This may be a settlement, and a settlement would absolutely, I think, get us a relisting of XRP on the exchanges. And imagine what would happen to the price then. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. Now, here we go as a reminder from Market Meditations. Breaking United Arab Emirates minister says crypto and tokenization will be key to doubling the country's economy. For those of you that are new, just thought I'd remind you that the UAE's national bank, Fajua, or I don't know how to say it, joins RippleNet. There you go. So UAE's national bank, they're on RippleNet. So, and they're also saying they totally get this fourth industrial revolution and everything will be tokenized and it's going to be crypto and the whole bit, and it could double the country's economy, and they're working with RippleNet. How about them apples? Moving over to a different area of the world, the Southeast Asian area of the world. This is Brooks Entwistle, and he has not been asleep at the wheel since his time getting this new job and position with Ripple in the Southeast Asian market. And what he talks about here is the connection of remittances using Ripple and all the other companies and bringing their market infrastructure for cross-border remittances together. It is a huge remittance part of the world. And basically what I wanted to highlight here is that you see them working with SBI Remit. You see them working with Tranglo and then MoneyGram. Let's look at this right here, because I put forth the idea in this video this morning about MoneyGram's extension deal with SBI Remit. Now, I brought this up in the morning video. I'm just going to quickly go through it. But, you know, it's speculation, but it looks to me like MoneyGram has found a new workaround. SBI and SBI Remit, and the fact that they've extended that 10-year partnership for another 3 years. And it would appear, you know, that MoneyGram has dissolved. Obviously, they dissolved the relationship with Ripple. No legal connection there. But now connect and extend their long-term relationship by another 3 years with SBI Remit. SBI Remit is obviously getting ready to fire things up because Yoshitaka Kitao is a huge advocate of using XRP for remittance in the FX market, and so on and so on. So then you have to say, okay, well, because MoneyGram has come together with them, look at this. And then you see Brooks Entwistle working on it from his side of the pond. And here we know that outside the United States, there is no conflict with XRP in the ability to use it. Blockchain payments firm Ripple, which is known for using digital currency XRP, has acquired 40% stake in Malaysian cross-border payment startup Tranglo to gear up its expansion in Southeast Asia. The firm announced, on its website March 30th, the investment took place as Ripple has an ongoing legal fight with the SEC, although it is unclear whether the acquisition is going to be realized in cash, equity, or via cryptocurrency. The partnership allows Ripple to capture burgeoning demand of cross-border remittances in the region and expand its reach on its on-demand liquidity product, which uses XRP as a medium of exchange to facilitate cross-border payments and transfers. This is done by connecting respective remittance service provider like MoneyGram with the respective American exchange like Bitstamp, which can then transfer XRP to a crypto exchange in another country and then be withdrawn to a remittance service provider in Thailand. This is the kind of connections that are continuing to happen and take place regardless of the lawsuit, because the U.S. is the only place that there is a lack of clarity on what XRP actually is. Okay, looking here, we see there's no confusion amongst CTO David Schwartz, shout out to him, and everybody at Ripple, says all the evidence suggests that XRP and Bitcoin are similar. In fact, let's take a look at this quick little shot here of David Schwartz saying so himself.
I think the primary argument that we're trying to make here is that the market considers them similar. We considered them similar. All of the evidence suggested that they were similar, and then the SEC just, comes out of nowhere and say, nope, they're completely different.
And that's exactly what's happened, in short. And I have to say, this here is a post and a tweet from Digital Asset Investor retweeted by John Deaton. And this shows a real problem here amongst Jay Clayton, William Hinman, and the actual words of Vitalik Buterin. Listen to this quick exchange right here.
So you said in your speech that neither Bitcoin nor Ether would be considered securities and thus not under the purview of the SEC. Can you very briefly explain what your reasoning is?
Sure, Bob. These are complex facts and circumstances tests, but when we look at Bitcoin or if we look at Ether and the highly decentralized nature of the networks, we don't see a third-party promoter where applying the disclosure regime would make a lot of sense. So
I'll talk a bit about the funding model. So we will have a fundraiser for 2 months starting February 1st. It will be available at funds.ethereum.org.
Now, you also talked about initial coin offerings or ICOs, which are ways of raising money using cryptocurrencies. Did you use a similar reasoning? You implied that most seem to be securities, ICOs, but some of them are not. Can you just show us what the difference is simply?
I wish we had a simple way to say this is in and this is out. As I mentioned, they're usually facts and circumstances tests, but a key.
Well, it seems that facts and circumstances test is having a bit of a difficult time trying to get that Howey test to prove out while he's being asked about it on national TV.
Factor is there a third-party promoter here who knows much more about the instrument than investors might? If that's the case, that's sort of a initial indicator that we might have a securities transaction.
So part of the initial issuance will be 1,000 Ether for 1 Bitcoin, or up to 2,000 Ether for 1 Bitcoin if you get it early.
1,000 Ether for 1 Bitcoin, and then he gives a demonstration of 2,000 Ether for something else. And I have to say, that is a direct comment from Vitalik Buterin when he was launching the Ethereum network. That is the definition of an ICO. Don't have to be a securities exchange lawyer to know that one. Now, with that being said, I did cover this heavily, and I just want to go over this in case some of you haven't seen it. Billionaire, original founder of PayPal, Peter Thiel says Bitcoin could be Chinese financial weapon. Thiel thinks China's strategic approach to Bitcoin and its own digital yuan should concern America. If you haven't seen the video that I played this morning, you should go watch that video for that. I own Bitcoin, and I'm concerned. I can tell you that. Now let's talk about XRP for a second, what I'm not concerned about, and it's this right here. A little fact for all the XRP is not going to, all the hashtag XRP is not going to participate in this bull market, people. XRP is up 1,000% from its lows last March. Many more thousands of percent to come. Thank you to Crypto Bull 2020, who has been a major source of information when it comes to looking at the charts, and so has Credible Crypto. He says, imagine being bearish on this chart. XRP is going to double digits, and there is nothing you can do about it. Well, take a look here, because this is actually a coin market cap chart. So this is an XRP market cap chart on the 1 week here. And if you look at what they're showing us here, they're showing this right here, and you can see this right here, this similarity. But what I also notice here is if you look at the range and the way they place this in and repeat it, then you're looking at an upside of this in here is what you're looking at. From around here, add that, and if this is the beginning of this, we are in for one hell of a ride. This right here, if history repeats itself or comes anywhere close to rhyming, then that's this candle right here, or just above right here, about to happen. And if that's the case, damn, we ain't getting ready to go for a ride. No, I'm not a charts guy, but I appreciate Credible Crypto, Crypto Bull 2020, Dark Defender, Crypto Wizard, who has a paid group. Make sure you tell them I sent you. But this is a market cap, and somebody told me once that a $20 XRP would absolutely flip Bitcoin and XRP. I haven't worked out the math on it, but that's an interesting thing to note, because it doesn't mean that XRP has to go to some crazy high price to flip the market cap of Bitcoin to XRP. How about that? How about that? Well, looking right here, I do want to remind people, this is a chart from Dark Defender, who has been crushing it, looking at the Elliott wave here, and says that we could be in for a ride here, heading up on this last shot, right? This number 5 leg here could take us, targets 133. We know we already hit $1.09, and we know we could push back into this zone or the 272 mark, and then we should be on our way, which a lot of technical analysts are talking about this, is to pay attention in the coming weeks and maybe month or two, that we could be staring down the barrel, maybe in June sometime or late May, of a $13 XRP, somewhere between $10 and $20. All of these technical analysts out here that are very, very good at what they do, that are sharing this information, happen to be aligning. Does it mean it'll happen? No, it doesn't. In fact, we've seen a lot of time in the past 3 years that things didn't break out, right? But the reality here is that we could be very close to a couple key catalysts, which could be relisting XRP within a couple weeks by major exchanges, as pointed out. And we could also see a settlement in the SEC to Ripple. And I would say to look out for a settlement in the next 30 days, because we just proved that there's no way that they can refute that Vitalik Buterin stood at a podium and pitched an ICO. That's exactly what I just played you. So I don't care what kind of emails they get in. That's a toughie. That one's going to be a tough putt. So at the end of the day here, we could see a settlement because they now have been pushed, the SEC, to provide those documents. And we know that they're going to fall short because they can't prove anything different than what's in the video from the creator of Ethereum itself. So if we do see a settlement, I would imagine to see an immediate relisting of XRP on the exchanges, and it would not be hard to believe that those two things could serve as a massive catalyst to get us to those price points that are showing on this Elliott wave layout. So shout out to everybody who provides this, including Dark Defender on this. We will keep an eye on it. Guys, I do want to tell you this. Watch this when I refresh this page. There was 37 blocks of uphold. They're gone. That's what's happening here. Ripple, gone. People are really realizing, and the series here for ThoughtSpot, which by the way is AI, and they're doing some amazing stuff. This stuff is going quickly, and we have the Coinbase IPO, which is coming in just a few days. April 14th. We got the IPO for Coinbase. Imagine what it's going to do for the space and all of these companies with private equity in the crypto blockchain space. It's going to be a free-for-all. Don't forget, you got to be accredited to do that. Go sign up with Link2. They just had an amazing lunch and learn yesterday. I was a part of that, and I learned so much about NFTs and how it's going to help musicians and artists alike. You just can't even know how excited I am about that. And they also, if you don't qualify for being an accredited investor, you can take the Series 65 test. And you know what? Shout out to Adam, who is going to be taking the Series 65 test. And maybe we can keep you posted on his progress once he gets that done. So they got a lot of tools for all that stuff. Make sure you check them out. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Check out all the links and services that I got into the description and comment box. They are products and services I use each and every day, and they are trusted, vetted links. Be very careful what you click on when you're out on the internet. All right, I'll catch you on the next one.